Alright, this is part 5 of the newest PC and console ports on Android, and we've got some really good stuff today. If you missed the earlier parts, I'll leave the playlist link in the description so you can check them out. Some of these games might also be on iOS, but my main focus here is Android. Like always, we're going to look at the ports that are available and how well they run on mobile. So let's see what I found for you this time. Scientists are still out there trying to find aliens, but since we don't have any proof yet, maybe you can spot some in this game. Looking for Aliens is a 2D hidden object puzzle game made by Eustanis, and the mobile version is published by Plug-in Digital. The original game came out in December 2021, and it finally landed on Android on April 11th, 2025. The story follows a guy named Sean, who's basically trying to prove aliens are real, and the game keeps things light with small jokes and pop culture references. One thing that really stands out is how interactive everything is. You're always tapping on rocks, doors, hatches, furniture, basically anything to reveal items or aliens hiding underneath. You also get text hints for tricky objects, and you can zoom in, which helps a lot since hidden object games can be tough on a small screen. Right now it has positive reviews on the App Store, but there aren't any Play Store reviews yet. If you enjoyed this genre, this one is definitely worth a try. We're finally getting a new city building game on mobile. Well, kinda. It's not a full city builder like Deotown, it's pretty close to something like Dorfromantik. The game is called Islanders, and it has its own chill vibe. Islanders is basically a minimalist, score-based city builder mixed with puzzle gameplay. It doesn't have resource management or complicated systems. Instead, you get a set of buildings, and you place them in smart spots to earn points. Each building has its own rules for scoring, so putting things in the right place is the whole strategy. You start with a small set of buildings like houses, fields, sawmills, and other themed packs. When you earn enough points, you get to pick between 2 new building packs, and those usually give you more advanced structures. After you fill the score bar on your island, you can move to a brand new, randomly generated island and keep the run going. The game has very positive reviews on Steam, and the mobile version is set to launch on November 20th, 2025. Hopefully the port turns out great because this one can be a really good fit for mobile. Inspired by some of the most famous surreal works out there, Silent Hill, the original Alice in Wonderland, and even films from David Lynch and Satoshi Kon, it pulls you into a story that keeps switching between dreams and nightmares in a really intense way. Decarnation is a narrative-driven psychological horror game set in the 1990s Paris, known for its beautiful pixel art and mature, heavy themes. The original game came out in May 2023, and now it finally arrived on Android on October 23, 2025. You play as Gloria, a talented but struggling cabaret dancer whose life is basically falling apart. She takes what looks like a generous artistic offer from a mysterious person, but things quickly turn dark and pretty disturbing. Just to let you know, the themes are pretty mature, so it's not really something kids should be playing. The gameplay is pretty light. You move Gloria around different 2D pixel art areas, check objects, and trigger dialogue. The focus is fully on the story, the atmosphere, and the emotional weight of everything happening. A narrative adventure game that focuses more on story, characters, and atmosphere than actual gameplay. You play as Kai, a 15-year-old girl visiting the isolated island of Mutazione to take care of her sick grandfather. Years ago, a meteor crash mutated the island's plants, animals, and the people. You spend most of the game walking through hand-drawn 2D environments, talking to the quirky mutant residents, and getting caught up in their small-town drama. The unique part is the gardening system. Kai collects seeds and plants them in special spots, and the plants create musical sounds that form a custom soundtrack for each area. There's no combat, no fail state, and no puzzles you can mess up. It's slow-paced on purpose, and the reviews are mostly positive. If you come home tired from work and just want something relaxing but still interesting, this is a great pick. Besiege has really positive reviews on Steam and is set to release on November 18, so by the time this video drops, it'll probably already be out. Besiege is a physics-based construction and puzzle sandbox game. The core loop is simple: build, test, and conquer. You design and construct medieval siege engines, vehicles, or fantastical machines using over 70 modular blocks and weapons. Then you unleash your creation to complete objectives, like destroying a castle, all while dealing with chaotic, realistic physics. It's a really fun sandbox game, and I'm hoping the mobile port keeps that same feel without messing it up. Take photos with your camera to solve puzzles and help people. That's basically what this game is all about. Tome, a photo adventure, was originally released in 2021 and finally got a mobile port on October 22, 2025. It's a wholesome, minimalist photography adventure with beautiful hand-drawn art, charming characters, and a super relaxing atmosphere. You play as a young protagonist traveling to witness the magical phenomenon called Tome at the highest mountain peak. To move between areas, you need bus tickets, which you earn by collecting stamps. Stamps come from helping quirky locals with small tasks, almost always using your camera. You explore top-down, but the camera switches to first person when taking photos. You can also fill your compendium by photographing all kinds of critters in the world. The game is gentle, low stress, and encourages creativity, with chill lo-fi music and no danger or time limits. It has 4.9 stars on the App Store, and the mobile port is solid. If this kind of relaxing adventure is your thing, it's definitely worth trying. Up next is one of the best deck building games, finally on Android. Monster Train is a roguelike deck builder, similar to Slay the Spire, but with a unique multi-floor combat system. The story, hell has frozen over, and you're the last hope. Defend your train's pyre as you fight heaven's forces, choosing a primary and supporting clan, each with different mechanics. Battles happen on a 3-floor train. Enemies start on the bottom floor and slowly move up. You place unicards and cast spells to defend each floor. The goal is to stop them from reaching the top floor and destroying your pyre. Between battles, you move along a map, choosing paths with events, shops, and card upgrades. The modular card upgrade system lets you add effects, reduce cost, or double stats, shaping your run strategically. The mobile port works really well, with touch controls and a UI nicely adapted for mobile. Monster Train is free to try on Android with a $9.99 to unlock the full game, and it's definitely one of the best mobile ports out there. Enter the Gungeon is a top-down bullet hell roguelike that's almost 10 years old on PC. You pick one of 4 heroes and dive into the ever-changing Gungeon to find the gun that can kill the past. The gameplay is twin-stick shooting through procedurally generated rooms, clearing hordes of gun dead, collecting loot, and facing tough multi-phase bosses. Dodge rolling is essential. I really like how the game gives you control of the environment. For example, you can flip tables to create temporary cover, which is super useful. With over 200 guns and 200 items, every run feels different. The touch controls feel a little slow, but controller support works perfectly. Exit the Gungeon is a faster side-scrolling spin-off. Your goal is to escape the collapsing Gungeon via shifting elevator shafts. Your gun attacks automatically, so you focus on dodging, jumping, and using a little slow-mo effect to avoid attacks and survive. Weapons and abilities constantly change, keeping things unpredictable. This game often gets hate on PC, but on mobile, it actually plays pretty decent. But yeah, I enjoy Enter the Gungeon more. Up next is Palworld Mobile. Finally, we have some news. The closed alpha test is now open on the official website, giving players a chance to try the game early. Registration runs from November 13 to November 26, 2025, so if you're interested, head to the official page to sign up. The actual alpha test is planned in December, and while no exact date is set, the full worldwide release of Palworld Mobile is expected in 2026. I don't think I need to explain the game itself, but this is your chance to get in early.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time. This country is infested with
So finally at number 1, it's Red Dead Redemption. I wasn't expecting this to come so soon. I was hoping for a GTA 4 or an official Hollow Knight port, but honestly, this is even better. Red Dead Redemption, or RDR1, is a critically acclaimed open-world Western action-adventure from Rockstar Games, originally released in 2010. It's set during the dying days of the American frontier in the early 1910s. The mobile version is coming through Netflix Games, so you'll need at least the $8 Netflix subscription to play. If you're already a subscriber, it's a great deal, and if not, you can just get a subscription, finish the game, and cancel. I'm really excited for this one. I don't think this one really needs an explanation either. Hopefully the port is good. I mean, if it were published by Rockstar, I wouldn't have any worries. But since it's coming through Netflix, and their previous GTA ports had issues compared to the originals, it's a bit of a concern. For Android specs, you need Android 11 or higher and at least 6 GB of RAM, 8 GB recommended. The game runs best on phones with Snapdragon 7 or 8 series or MediaTek Dimensity 9000 and above. Rockstar suggests Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 or later for the most stable performance. These requirements show it's aimed at mid-range to high-end recent Android phones. For iOS, at least iPhone 11, with 8 to 15 gigabytes of free space required for both platforms. So that's the best I could do for you all. If you found this video useful, you know what to do. And don't forget to check out the previous part. It's coming up on your screen right now. I'll see you in the next one.